Hello, I am Dr. Titan Gray, a urologist with more than 15 years of experience. And what I am about to share with you today could be the key to saving your manhood, not only in terms of intimacy, but also your self-respect. Every day at my clinic, I meet men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s. Some sit there with hopeless eyes, others just lower their heads in silence. They all carry the same pain, a silent tragedy that few have the courage to talk about. They once thought, this must just be because of old age. But one day they realized they had to wake up 5, 6, sometimes even 10 times every night just to use the bathroom. Some have to wear protective pads. Some refuse every social gathering because they are afraid of embarrassing accidents that could happen at any moment. But here is the scariest part. 87% of those men could have completely avoided this condition. Most prostate problems are not simply a law of aging. They come from everyday mistakes that many men, maybe even you, are unknowingly making right now. Today, I will break the silence in the medical field and reveal the 6 most dangerous mistakes that are turning your prostate into a ticking bomb inside your body. And you should pay close attention to this. Mistake number 1, which I will reveal at the end of this video, is a morning habit so common that 9 out of 10 men do it every single day. And this habit alone can double your risk of prostate disease.
First, I want to make one thing clear, because many people have asked me about the connection between masturbation and prostate health. Let me be direct, no beating around the bush. According to research, frequent ejaculation, whether with a partner or by yourself, can help reduce the risk of prostate cancer by as much as 30%. But remember this, anything done in excess can become a double-edged sword. What truly matters is not how much or how little you do it, but how well you maintain balance, stay hydrated, and avoid the 6 deadly mistakes that I am about to reveal right after this. Because no matter how active or satisfying your sex life may be, if you make these mistakes, your prostate will still be silently damaged day after day. If you have ever wondered, why is my urine stream weak, dripping like a slow leak? Or why do I always feel like my bladder is never completely empty? Then type yes in the comments. I want to better understand your condition so I can help more accurately, because you are not alone in this.
Now let's move on to mistake number 6, the dangerous trap called intentional dehydration. When you deliberately avoid drinking enough water, your urine turns into a highly acidic solution. Imagine pouring acid onto an open wound. That is exactly what is happening to your bladder and prostate every single day. That concentrated urine is full of crystals, toxins, and sharp mineral salts that severely irritate the bladder wall. And the most unfortunate victim is your prostate, sitting right below it, the one that must endure this chemical assault 24 hours a day. So what happens next? The prostate becomes inflamed, swollen, and starts to enlarge. And then a vicious cycle begins. The less water you drink, the more damage your prostate suffers. The more it swells, the more often you feel the urge to urinate. Sound familiar? That is the very loop that keeps millions of men awake and insecure every night. I remember one of my patients very clearly, Mr. Roman, 61 years old. He was the kind of man who thought, drinking too much water just makes me run to the bathroom all the time. So for years, he limited himself to just 1 small glass of water a day. The result? In only 3 years, his prostate grew to 3 times its normal size. He suffered from insomnia, fatigue, and nearly lost confidence in his own body. But a small miracle happened when he decided to change just one simple thing. He started drinking enough water. By increasing his intake to about 1.5 liters per day, which is roughly 50 ounces, without any special medication, his symptoms decreased by 60% in just 6 weeks. So what is the solution? It is very simple. Drink enough water, around 8 glasses a day, but do it the right way. Do not gulp it all at once. Instead, take small sips throughout the day. And remember this, about 2 hours before bedtime, check the color of your urine. If it is pale yellow, almost clear, you're doing a great job. But if it is dark yellow, that is a red alert. Your prostate is crying for help.
Mistake number 5, the curse of the chair. This is the silent killer of the prostate, and almost every modern man is guilty of it, maybe even right now as you sit and watch this video. Sitting for more than 2 hours straight is like squeezing your prostate in an invisible vice. The pressure on your pelvic floor blocks the blood flow that nourishes the prostate. It becomes deprived of oxygen, unable to flush out toxins, and slowly starts to suffocate inside your own body. Even worse, the habit of prolonged sitting destroys the pelvic floor muscles, the very muscles responsible for controlling urination. When these muscles weaken, the consequences are dribbling urine after you finish peeing, involuntary leakage, and that frustrating feeling that your bladder is never completely empty. According to statistics, men who sit for more than 6 hours a day have up to a 40% higher risk of developing severe prostate enlargement. And the most vulnerable groups are long-distance drivers, office workers, and retirees who spend hours sitting in front of the television. Hear me clearly, my friend. Do not let your chair become a death sentence for your prostate. Set a timer. Stand up, stretch, take a few steps. Just 2 minutes is all it takes, but your prostate will thank you for it for the rest of your life.
Mistake number 4, the torture called holding it in. This is one of those habits that seem polite, but is secretly destroying your bladder and prostate little by little, every single time. You know how it goes. Every time you tell yourself, I can hold it a bit longer, whether you are in a meeting, driving, or simply not wanting to interrupt a good time, you are turning your bladder into a biological pressure cooker. When you hold your urine, the walls of your bladder stretch beyond their natural limit and gradually lose their elasticity. The result? Your bladder becomes weaker and can no longer contract strongly enough to empty itself completely. But the scariest part happens in your prostate. When your bladder is overstretched, that pressure pushes directly down onto the prostate, causing it to become inflamed and swollen over time. This creates a deadly vicious cycle. A weak bladder leads to incomplete emptying, which leads to urine retention, which leads to bacterial growth, which leads to recurring infections in the prostate. I have witnessed many cases of chronic inflammation that became resistant to antibiotics, all because of this seemingly harmless habit of holding it in. I clearly remember Mr. Enrim, 75 years old, a businessman who loved playing dominoes. He had the habit of sitting for 4 straight hours without going to the bathroom because he did not want to miss his turn. And then, one day, he suddenly could not urinate at all. We had to insert a catheter immediately, and when the urine finally drained, it measured 1.5 liters, or about 50 ounces, an absolutely frightening number. Afterward, he held my hand and said, "Doctor, I wish I had known this sooner." So here is the golden rule you must remember. When you feel the urge to urinate, you have a maximum of 15 minutes to relieve yourself. Go beyond that limit, and you are harming your own urinary system. And never forget this, the dignity of a man does not lie in how much he can endure, but in how well he listens to his own body.
Mistake number 3, the deadly silence of male pride. This is the most dangerous mistake of all, and it is the reason so many men leave this world far earlier than they should. It does not come from medicine or food. It comes from our own pride and stubbornness. Ignoring prostate checkups after the age of 50 is like playing Russian roulette with your own life. In Latin America alone, every 17 minutes, one man dies from prostate cancer. And 90% of those deaths could have been prevented if only those men had gone for early screening. Listen carefully. The rectal exam takes just 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That could be the line between life and death. On top of that, a PSA test, which is a simple blood test, can detect prostate cancer up to 10 years before the first symptoms appear. Yet tragically, so many men would rather face death than walk into a doctor's office. I once had a patient, Mr. Miguel, who delayed his checkup for 5 years despite having obvious symptoms. In the end, it was only after his wife begged him repeatedly that he finally agreed to see a doctor. But by then, it was too late. Stage 4 cancer spreading throughout his body. He passed away just a few months later. I still remember his wife's eyes when she said to me, "I wish he had gone for a checkup sooner." Do not let your spouse, your children, or your parents ever have to say those words about you. Schedule your checkup this week. Do not make excuses. Do not wait until you have more time. Your life is worth far more than your pride. And with just one screening each year, you can save yourself from a completely preventable death. Mistake number 2, the expanding belly, the silent killer of your prostate. It may look like just a few extra pounds, but that belly you're trying to hide under your shirt is actually a biological time bomb, one that is silently destroying your prostate, your hormones, and your manhood. Let me be blunt. Belly fat is not ordinary fat. It acts like a toxic endocrine gland, constantly releasing inflammatory substances such as cytokines, TNF-alpha, and interleukin-6. These toxins spread throughout your bloodstream, turning your prostate into a battlefield of chronic inflammation where your cells are under non-stop attack. But that is not even the worst part. This kind of fat also contains an enzyme called aromatase, the very thing that converts your testosterone, the male hormone, into estrogen, the female hormone. Yes, you heard that right. Your belly is literally making you more feminine from the inside out. And the result? Your prostate enlarges, your libido drops, and your ability to maintain an erection slowly fades away. According to dozens of studies, for every additional centimeter of waistline beyond 94 centimeters, which is about 37 inches, the risk of prostate disorders increases by 15%. And once your waistline exceeds 102 centimeters, or about 40 inches, that risk doubles. That is no longer a warning. That is an emergency. I once treated Mr. Jome, 66 years old, whose waist measured 112 centimeters, or about 44 inches. He had to wake up 10 times every night just to urinate. We applied a very simple program: intermittent fasting in a 16-8 pattern, 30 minutes of walking per day, and cutting out sugar and refined carbohydrates completely. The result? After 6 months, he lost 15 kilograms, which is about 33 pounds, only woke up 5 times a night, and most importantly, he said he felt 20 years younger. So here's what I want you to do right now. Take a measuring tape and check your waistline. If it is over 94 centimeters or 37 inches, treat it as a red alert. Start eliminating sugar, white bread, and alcohol. Instead, eat more green vegetables, lean proteins, and move your body a little every day. Remember this: every kilogram you lose, about 2.2 pounds, can make 10% of your symptoms disappear. Losing weight does not just make you look healthier, it saves your prostate
and it saves your manhood. Mistake number 1. Stress, the invisible killer of your prostate. We have now reached the most ruthless and the most common cause of all. 95% of men make this mistake every single day, and most have no idea that it is slowly corroding their prostate from the inside out. Chronic stress is like a silent attacker. Every time you are stressed, your adrenal glands release cortisol, the hormone I like to call the poison of the prostate. Cortisol triggers inflammation, lowers testosterone, and increases DHT, the very hormone that causes the prostate to enlarge. But that is not all. Stress also causes the entire pelvic floor to tighten, squeezing the prostate as if it were caught in an invisible clamp. The result? Chronic pelvic pain, sometimes even worse than bacterial prostatitis. The bladder becomes overly sensitive, forcing you to wake up 3 to 4 times a night to urinate. And that loss of sleep creates even more stress, forming a brutal, vicious cycle, one that exhausts both your body and your mind. Let me tell you about Mr. Juan, 68 years old. He used to urinate 15 times a day, slept poorly, and was completely drained. I guided him through a very simple protocol. In the morning, inhale deeply for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds, and repeat for 10 minutes. In the evening, 10 minutes of guided meditation before going to bed. Take 400 milligrams of magnesium each night. After 1 month, the results made even me smile. The number of urinations dropped to 1/3 of what it used to be, and he finally enjoyed deep, restful sleep. He told me, "Doctor, I feel 10 years younger." Stress does not just live in your head, it lives in your prostate, damaging it in the most literal sense. So what is the solution? It is crystal clear. Take a 30-minute walk in nature. That is the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory medicine you can give your body. Meditate or practice deep breathing every evening. Supplement with magnesium and zinc, and sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a night. You cannot eliminate stress from your life, but you can choose not to let it destroy your prostate. And that, my friend, is the real secret to preserving your masculine power, both physically and mentally.
Final message: the power is in your hands. You are not a victim of age. Your prostate is not sentenced for life. Every day you make the right choices is a day you rewrite your own destiny. I have seen 85-year-old men with prostates as healthy as those of men in their 50s, simply because they followed this plan. I have also seen others lose everything, their health, their self-respect, and sometimes even their lives, just because they ignored the warning signs. Do not let yourself become one of them. Start right now, because you deserve a healthy body, a full life, and a dignity that nothing can take away. The only question now is, what will you do in the next 24 hours? If this video can save even one man, just one prostate, I will consider that a victory. But I believe we can do much more than that together. Here is your mission right now. Hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Your health and your life depend on that small action. Share this video with every man over 50 you know. You might save a father, a friend, or even yourself. Comment below which mistake you will correct first. I will read and respond to every single one, because this journey, we walk it together. Remember this, gentlemen, every day you hesitate, your prostate grows weaker. But every day you take action, it begins to heal. The battle to reclaim your prostate and your manhood begins today. The only question left is, are you ready to win? And let me remind you of one simple but powerful truth. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you. See you soon, gentlemen, and never forget, the true strength of a man begins from within.
Yeah,